Hey everyone, this is our final presentation on Athena, where we'll show our full proof of concept demo. I'm Jeremiah, and I'll be going over the project overview. We started this project with the goal of finding a solution to the massive food waste problem in the US. We believed there was a way to track your food and know exactly when everything was going to expire. Athena accomplishes exactly that. This will save your food and your money from going to waste. We do this in a number of ways that will be shown throughout the demo, including keeping a virtual inventory of your food shared between all your housemates, adding and removing food to your shared list, reminding you when an item is close to expiring, and organizing your groceries with a shared grocery list and different containers.
Hi guys, my name is Rajeev Goonie, and I'm going to be going over our functionality overview with Miggy. So the completed functionality, we have our home screen, our containers, our add items, grocery list, profile, everything is set up. We have our back end complete, we have our front end complete, everything is working good. With the home screen, you can display items that are expiring soon and display recipes that are available to you. You're able to view the contents of your container. With the add item, we were able to get the barcode scanning to work or a manual barcode entry just in case you're having a hard time scanning, or you could search for items to scan. With the grocery list, you could add, update, or remove items. Just make it easy when you go shopping and stuff. And then just your user profile. Next, we're going to move to Miggy for our adapted and cut functionality.
Hello. So most of the functionality that we cut was the unimportant, or we didn't find it was worth our all of our time working on it. But so one of the first things that we cut was the barcode scanning of any item because of the third-party issues that we found when using barcode scanning APIs. We had to pay a lot of money for them, and we didn't want to do that. So instead, we made a small subset of predefined items in our database already for us to search through and to show it as a proof of concept, as well as authentication. Authentication didn't really add any real value to the functionality of our app. So we decided to just shortcut it and go with straight up Google authentication instead of username and password. Push notifications, because we wouldn't be seeing those in the demo anyways, as well as individual grocery lists. So our initial thought was that every person is going to have an individual grocery list, but we decided it would be easier to implement a shared household grocery list instead. So the last thing that we had was the container item manipulation. So we're not able to sort through the items. We're only able to just view them.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is our full demo. So as you can see, Elias has the demo running right now on an iOS simulator, but I am also running the application on my phone. So this is our onboarding screen. So it reads, "Welcome. Athena is your new kitchen organization tool." You scroll over and you'll see connect. Connect with housemates and family members to always have an up-to-date inventory of food. Save. Save time and money by letting Athena keep track of food for you. And then we have our sign-in page. Our sign-in page. Welcome to Athena, a personal food management app for your household. And then as you can see, we have our sign-in with Google. So we're going to go ahead and click that. Expo asks to see, and we say yes. On the iOS simulator, you're seeing that Elias is going to his account, but on my phone, I'm actually going to my own account. And if you go to the user profile page, you'll see this is Elias's account. And the reason his picture, his name is already populated is we're pulling that from Google. You can also see, like on my screen here, Rajeev Goonie and my amazing picture. Next, we're going to go to Miggy for the homepage.
Hey guys, so I'll be showing you all the homepage. The homepage is where you're going to be seeing all of your food items that are going to expire soon, as well as the recipes you can create based off of the food items that you have in your containers and in your app. So You can see the recipes. You're also able to scroll through the steps needed to take it. You can see the serving size and the time it would take to actually create them. But let's take a look at banana splits. So I want to see if I can get the rest of those ingredients. Blaine, can you help me out?
Yeah, so if we go over here to the grocery list screen, here we already have a couple of items populated in the list that we've added previously to the grocery list. But if we want to add some items, we can hit this plus button in the bottom right, and I can add chocolate syrup to the grocery list. And then if I want to go buy that, I can check it off. But first, Rajeev, do you see that item added to your grocery list? Because this is a shared grocery list, so everyone in the household should see those items.
Hold on, let me refresh my page really quick. And we'll see right there, chocolate syrup just popped up. Actually, let me add something because I need something from the store too. All right, I just added it. Can you see that change on yours?
Yep, so if we go to refresh, we can see Rajeev added Fruit Loops. So now,
Yep, I'm out.
now when we go to buy these items, we can hit the checkbox on the left, and we can hit the X to remove it from the grocery list. So we'll get Fruit Loops, and then we can also check off chocolate syrup and cross that off since we're going to be buying those items. And now I'll pass it to Elias to actually add these items to our containers.
Awesome. So there are a couple ways to search for items and add those items to a container. The first way is to use the search bar that we've implemented. So if you enter an item like so, and then you hit enter, it'll show you the results from what we have in our database. And you can click on it, and it'll take you to the item page. And then from here, you're able to pick the amount of cases or bottles, in this case, of chocolate syrups you may have bought at the store. I'm going to go with 8. And then from here, we can just click add to container, and then we're going to add that to the refrigerator. So after that, we're going to click add to container, and it takes us back. The second way that you can add an item to a container is searching via a barcode. And now for this part of the demo, I'm going to be doing this on my phone because you can't use the camera on the iOS simulator because it's on a laptop. So I'm going to go to the barcode scan button. And then from here, I'm going to scan a bottle of Skippy peanut butter. Once we do that, we scan it. And as you can see, the same thing happens, but in this case, it's for Skippy's peanut butter. And you can do the same thing. You can pick the amount of bottles you may have bought from the store. And like before, you can also pick the container that you wanted to send it to. From here, we're going to pick the country, and then we're going to send it to that container. Now, for the last part of the demo, we're going to show you the third way to search for an item. Now, like I said, you can search for the barcode by using the camera, but you could also enter the barcode manually. You click this button, and it should take you to this screen. And then from here, you're able to enter a barcode UPC. And then from here, it should take you to whatever item that is. Now, in this case, we took care of Rajeev's shortage of Fruit Loops. So we're going to get him a lot because he eats a lot of Fruit Loops. So we're going to get him 23. And then we're going to add to a container, and then we're going to add to the pantry. And then there we go. Now I'm going to send it to Jeremiah so we can show you where those items went.
So now that we've added those items to our containers, let's go to the container view so we can see that that actually did register. So let's start with the fridge. If we go to the refrigerator, we'll see the chocolate syrup and the bananas that we already had in there. So the chocolate syrup is new, and we just added that, and we watched that. So if we go back to pantry, now we'll see the peanut butter and the Fruit Loops that have been added. And that's about it.
Here I am again. I'm going to be going over the infrastructure and development process of our team, because this also helped with our speed of development and making sure that, at least in working in a team of 5 with all different levels of familiarity with the code base, that none of our changes break other people's. So I decided to create a continuous integration system with GitHub using GitHub Actions. So what this means is that on every single push, you can see this little check mark over here that says, yes, all your test passes on this commit. So how that got set up is that I created a .github workflows file for Node.js, because that is the language that we are using, or framework, whatever. And so this describes what our server is going to look like. There's the name of it, the jobs that we're going to be running. In this case, we're going to be, what's it called? Building our packages using Yarn to make sure that all our packages are up to date. And then we will actually test our services with these environment variables in play already. These can be found, these secrets can be found in the settings tab for Athena, but they won't be available to you because they're secret. And so what does this actually look like? So on our commits, every time we push to master, or really any branch, you get to see all of our commits and check to see if they actually work. As you can see, most of these are master, some of these are Elias's branch. We also have Blaine with some of his stuff. But this is how we've been able to make sure that all of our stuff passes. And you can see what it looks like when a build does not pass. Let's look at here. This is what a non-passing build looks like. You see, whenever we run our tests, we get a failed test case, and we are able to see which one exactly failed. And what I'm able to do off of this information is see, okay, so there's a failed test over here. So I changed a little bit of code. I went back, improving test suite. This is my new commit. And we see that all tests have passed, 60 out of 60. And now for Rajeev.
So what I'm going to show off is kind of our backend, where we're storing all of our data. So here we have our Cloud Firestore. We're using, like we mentioned in all our previous presentations, we're using the Firebase suite. Cloud Firestore allows us to save our data. So for example, we have our grocery list collection here. So all the test cases where we create grocery lists, or even for our project, you'll see grocery lists here are created. Some of these have food items, but most of these are from our automated testing. We have our household collection here with all the different households created. Again, this is from test suites. One of the biggest things though are these household container collections, or anything that has joint tables. These are basically an easy way for us to query, hey, which household has what containers, or what container has what items. Simple things like that just makes it very easy and fast to use. As you can see, as mentioned in our earlier presentation, we have our dummy items and our dummy recipes that we use for our backend here. But yeah, and then also we have our Google authentication. We set this up using Expo, so it's not really shown in our authentication tab, but it is being done through Google. All right, thank you guys very much for watching.